This is Vinegar Candy from 1896, and I promise it tastes better than it sounds. The recipe comes from the Boston Cooking School cookbook written by Fannie Farmer, and it calls for sugar, apple cider vinegar, and butter to be boiled together until, quote, when tried in cold water, mixture will become brittle. That's typically known as the hard crack stage, about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, which produces a hard candy, and that is how I've made it before, but today I decided to try it more as a taffy, so I took it off the heat around 260 degrees. This won't change the flavor, just the texture. Whichever temperature you choose, the recipe has you butter the dish and then pour the syrup in to cool a bit before you pull it. Now, if you've never pulled candy, it's a lot of work, but it's also rather satisfying. This process of pulling it, doubling it back over, and pulling it again, all the while kind of twisting it, it can take anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes depending on how hot it was, and the candy will go from an amber color to a pearlescent white. Now, my technique definitely leaves something to be desired, as it's really meant to be folded perfectly in half with a little twist while you do it, but it's harder than it looks. Also, while you can use gloves, and that is more hygienic, the original way was just to butter your hands and have at it. Obviously, I am the only one who's going to be eating this manhandled candy. So yeah, it's kind of a monotonous process, but it's also kind of fun. So much so that they used to have taffy pulling parties, or they would just give this task to kids to keep them busy for an hour or so. Now, when making the hard version, you can actually chop off the pieces one by one, but with the taffy version, you kind of have to mold it into little pieces. Either way you do it, the flavor is surprisingly good. It doesn't taste like vinegar, but it does have this little bit of sourness, while the main flavor is more like sweet butter. I gotta say, it's a 10 out of 10 from me for this old-fashioned candy, and the full recipe is up on YouTube or in the Tasting History cookbook.